Keen and Shan Oates here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty. Standing in the Cacapon River here today in Yellow Springs, West Virginia, on a very unique track that you might look a lifetime and not find what this one has. So today we're looking at 200 acres that has river frontage here on the Cacapon River, here in the bend of the river, and it borders the National Forest up there. So let me show you kind of what we got here. Pardon my phone here while I get myself situated. So here is what we got. Let me get this turned here. So you see this track, I'm right down here in the bend of the river. And all this here borders the National Forest. So if you go around the bend and up the cliff and out across the top of the ridge, that's all bordered with the George Washington National Forest. You got the river frontage down here. I can't remember the exact footage right now. You know, might be 800,000 feet, something like that. Just check that out. 200 acres, river frontage, National Forest frontage. Easy to get around on this property in a truck or a side-by-side. There's trails everywhere. We'll do some more videoing on this and kind of take it as we go. Keen and Shan Holtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty on track 6 of the Kevin Maybe tracks. It's 200 acres, and want to show you kind of where we're at on here. We are right here, and then what you see here is a little road we pushed that takes you almost to the edge of the river there, back here in this corner. So that little path we pushed out runs back along this little growed up field and back almost here to the edge of the river. But I want to point this out in the plat because this 200 acres is super easy to get around on. So where we're at right now is this point right here, which is to my left. That is this point right here. Then we got this path pushed into the river that runs right inside the property boundary. And this little road you see right here called Thor Way, that's a way to get up that track 7 and track 6 share for a certain way so that 7 can get up to their wooded portion. And that road continues exclusively through track 6. Then it shares that road partially with track 2. So you can drive all the way through the 200 acres like this. It goes from here like this and down. You can go around the main drag, which is Maybe Way. It has a ton of frontage there. You can even go all the way around and hit here. And there's a trail there that takes you all the way down in here pretty close to where we're at right now. So it has roads out to Yin Yang. But what I want to show you here that I didn't mention in video 1, there's a blue line stream called Hawks Run that flows all the way through the 200 acre tract, flows through the middle of it. Not really long ways, short ways, but there's probably several thousand feet that this creek right here runs through the property. And then the creek dumps into the river right there about where track 6 and 7 meet on the river. That's where you're going to see this creek dump into the Cacapon. But this is a blue line stream. There's the path back to the river. You know, I can drive my truck across this. I got the side-by-side today. But river frontage, beautiful stream, National Forest frontage, roads galore. Keen and Shan Oates here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty. On the 200 acre tract, track 6 of the Kevin Maybe tract. Look, there's just so much to cover on this property. It's kind of hard to do in a video. So I'm just hitting the high notes here, but I want to show you where we're at on this property. So when we started, I started down here in the river. Okay, so we started down here in the river, came up here and looked at the run, okay? That was Hawk's Run that comes through there. Then I showed you how the road went up over the hill. Well, that's where I'm at now. I'm on this road that comes up through here, then it goes through this tract, and it's not a right-of-way. Nobody has a right-of-way through you. And I'm now at this point right here where it joins this other tract over here, and then they share the road on out. But this is where I'm at in here, like this. And so what it does, I'm up here on this big ridge, and it's nice up here. With the leaves on, it's hard to show you, but you got really, really super nice views. And you're looking over at the National Forest, the top of the ridge over here where it joins the National Forest. But, so it drops down into a little tributary of Hawk Run here below us. But when you go on around over here like this, and I'll show you. So I'm right here is where I'm at. But if you stay on, you know, when you come in, if you go around like this, when this comes out to this point and ends here, well, there's a little road that continues, and I'm going to show you where that is. So that little road comes out here and comes down all the way down in here where all these hollows meet down here and where the run's at. It's pretty cool. I mean, for 200 acres in the mountains, this property actually lays pretty good, you know, and is easy to get around on. And the steepest part is where it climbs up out of the run up to where it joins the National Forest, you know. But there's a place once you cross the run here where there's a 4-wheeler path that'll get you on here and take you up this ridge to the National Forest boundary. I didn't fool with it trying on my side-by-side, but I've been up there on my ATV before some years ago when I originally sold this. I'll show you here. It's got 1,708 foot of frontage with the National Forest and 1,280 foot of river frontage. Where are you going to find a property like that? Within an hour and 45 minutes to the White House. 200 acres for $600,000 that has all that. You're not. That's the answer. This is the one. You've been looking for the ultimate recreational property, bug out spot. This is the one. Come get it, because these things do not grow on trees. You're going to kick yourself. Don't let this be the one that got away.